Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet Stream Tarot. So today we're doing the January general predictions, and then I'll also do a separate love predictions video for January. That's probably going to be the next video that I film and release on the channel. And today we've got a kind of a Christmassy theme because obviously it's that time of year, and I have been putting out little Christmas card things on the piles recently, but I thought today we'd go for something a little bit more decorative. So over on pile 1 we've got this little kind of elf slash reindeer teddy bear, and for that pile we'll be using Tarot in Wonderland. So if you just want to ask yourself what's coming towards you in January, or what you can expect in January, etc., what the general mood is going to be, what events are going to happen. On pile 2 we've got this little Father Christmas, but he looks like a gnome, which I really like, so I thought we'd have him there. And we've got the Fairy Lights Tarot for that, that's pile 2. And on pile 3 we've got this little Russian style doll. It's really pretty with this lilac coloured coat, and we'll be using the Oceanic Tarot for pile 3. I actually have 3 more of these dolls, all with different coloured coats, so I might use those on the next video. Okay, and whichever pile you feel most drawn towards intuitively, that will be the most accurate pile for you. So say you really like the teddy bear, but you feel pulled towards the doll, then the doll is probably going to have more of an accurate reading for you. So I always say to go with your intuition, go with your gut. When you're trying to choose a pile, it's fine to choose more than one. And as always, if something doesn't resonate with you, that's fine, just leave it. And, you know, only take those messages that really resonate with you and seem like they're for you, because this is a general YouTube reading. It is not a personal reading, so not everything might resonate here for you today. And as always, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's donated to the channel, everyone who's spent their time, you know, commenting and getting to know me and supporting me. And thank you to all of my patrons as well, including Kat, Kelly, and Alexandra. Thank you so much for all of your support. Yeah, thank you. And I also want to say a special thank you today to our anonymous donor. I know who she is, but she doesn't want to say her name, because she's donated this gorgeous deck, the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle deck, which I've wanted for such a long time. It's got these gorgeous dragon butterflies on and really beautiful flowers. And she's actually donated a deck to us before anonymously, and I have heard that there's another one on the way as well, so you are incredibly generous. Thank you so much for your kindness and your thoughtfulness. And I'm really looking forward to using this deck because that's been one of my high priority decks for a while. So without further rambling, let's get into the video. I'm going to start with pile number 1. Hi there group 1, if you chose Tarot in Wonderland and the lovely little reindeer teddy bear, then this is going to be your reading. So let's see what's coming towards you in January. We will get lots of oracle cards, we'll get charms and dice on top, so make sure you stay and get your full reading. Let's see what's coming up for you in January. Okay, so we've got Queen of Cups there, starting off our reading. Queen of Swords, wow, 2 queens right next to each other. Then Ace of Pentacles. And Temperance. So lots of varied energies because we've got 4 different suits represented here, and obviously we've got a major arcana suit as well. So I am seeing Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius coming out for this reading, which I'm aware is pretty much all of the zodiac signs, nearly all of them. But that's what I'm seeing here. And it's likely that there are 2 people or 2 sides to yourself coming up in this month, and one side or one person is like this Queen of Cups character who's very gentle, very emotionally aware, very in tune with her emotions, you know, is likely to wear her heart on her sleeve, always know the right thing to say to someone who's upset, etc. And then we have the Queen of Swords, who is this air character who is likely very direct, spends a lot of time in their head, maybe feels a bit uncomfortable around emotion, doesn't know how to express themselves emotionally because they don't like getting involved in all of the, you know, mushy side of things. They don't like that. They like to see things logically or in a detached way. They like to be clear-headed. So this could be you and another person who are kind of growing closer, or maybe struggling to reconcile those differences, because when I see those two characters together, I really think that they're very different. So the fact that they popped out side by side might indicate that there is two people kind of vying for attention here. You might not even be one of these people, you know, they could be two friends that you have, or two people at work, or two people in your family. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a very positive card, this lovely new start. I feel like a lot of you are probably starting a new job around January time, or you are enrolling in a new course of some kind. Some of you moving house. It's like a very physical new start. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you get some unexpected money in January as well. And I think in general it's just like new year, new you. You know, it feels like you're taking your health very seriously, you're setting yourself some very serious goals, you're just determined to change things, I feel. And then Temperance. This is kind of also why I felt there were two people who were trying to reconcile their differences, or trying to kind of talk things out and find common ground. Because Temperance here, it's like two sides trying to come together, or two opposites kind of attracting, you know, or two things trying to come into balance. So that's that energy that I get. I think a lot of you are also starting a new diet or exercise regime, because those two cards together seem like you're trying to improve your health, or you're focusing a lot on your health and trying to change things, trying to balance things out. I'm hearing the word detox as well. Some of you might be getting involved in dry January. Maybe that's why the Queen of Cups goes to the Queen of Swords, you know, Cups being all about water, and then the Swords being a much drier energy. Okay, so we have Nobility, Honor, High Standards, Idealistic, 42. So kind of starting off the new year with high standards in mind. And I didn't want to say high expectations, because I feel like a lot of people don't have high expectations of this new year, but it feels like you want to only accept the best for yourself, and you're just determined to do that moving forward. You know, you're trying to improve your life, your standard of living, the way you see yourself, maybe the way you dress, because when I look at this card, I kind of think classy or well put together, someone who chooses clothes carefully, maybe doesn't have a lot of clothes or a lot of makeup, but what they do have is good quality. Possibly changing your hair as well, because I was drawn to her hairstyle as well. Garden, number 15, something lovely will grow from this. And that's such a beautiful message, especially because you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is very much about, you know, growing, planting something new starting. It's a very earth energy card, but you've got this sword there as well. So I think this is just going to be the start of something very positive to you. It feels like a fresh start, like you're determined to start this new year off and have this year be something very different to what you've experienced in this one. And of course, now that I'm looking at it, I'm pretty sure this part of Alice in Wonderland is where she bites into the mushroom and she grows. So, you know, again, growing as a person, growing more confident, growing, having that bigger aura. Then your Celtic Tree Oracle card is number 3, Fern, Alder. I am going to have to read from that guidebook, because that's not a deck that I have had for very long, and it's also quite an intricate deck, so I'm just going to have to check what the guidebook says. Oh, interestingly, it's associated with the dates December 27th to January 23rd, so that's really interesting. It's associated with the deities Bran and Branwen of Welsh mythology, and also with Merlin. Totems are Kingfisher, Raven, Wren, and Dragon. So this is all about guidance, prophecy and divination, strength in a dispute or battle, spiritual protection, and balance between masculine and feminine energies, which we've been talking about balance. We've been talking about two people or two sides trying to come into right alignment with one another. So you're being asked to listen to any intuitive messages that you get at this time, because they are coming from a higher source. So really be aware of what you feel intuitively that you should do around this time. Be alert to synchronicities in your daily life as well. Also know that if you're involved in a dispute or conflict, then this tree offers you spiritual strength and protection. Alder possesses a strong male energy that offers you backbone and strength. Alder provides a bridge over troubled waters. So I really think that's a lovely message to get, especially if you are struggling with a family member or a friend right now, or struggling with two sides of yourself. You know, maybe if we look at the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, you feel like a very sensitive person. You know, you feel like when people say something to you, it can really affect you, but you don't want to come across that way, because equally you're a very strong person and you don't want to seem weak, or you don't want to seem like someone who can be so easily affected. So maybe it's about trying to strike a balance between those aspects of yourself. Oh, I've already taken a card from that deck. Let's try this one. Or maybe it's about wanting to come across as not kind of too harsh. You know, if you're a very business-minded person like the Queen of Swords, you know, you want to be professional, but you don't want to come across as like too harsh and too professional, so that you can't see the personal side of things, the human side of things. Maybe it's about that. So we have new beginning here, which is beautiful, and I do get this strong air energy from this card in the way that she's flying, and it's lilac and blue and just very gentle and airy. So really a new start for you, Group 1. That definitely seems to be emphasized here. You're determined to make changes on a personal level. Then we have Lu, skill. So the Celtic god Lu Lawfather is coming out here, and that's skill. So learning new skills, honing your skills, being determined to put your skills and knowledge to best use. Fire, passion. So we've got fire energy coming through as well. I feel like a lot of people are going to pick this pile because we've just got so many zodiac signs that it almost doesn't matter anymore. But I feel like skill and passion go together, like being determined to try new things, or wanting to learn something that you just haven't had the option to learn before, or, you know, getting back in touch with those passions that you've had to put on hold because of circumstances, or because you haven't been able to make time for them or afford them, or like mentally face them recently. It's time to get back into that passion. Then you have Ma'at, fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So it really does feel like a lot of you are struggling with a person or group of people at this time, and you want things to be resolved fairly. I do see Libra with Ma'at. And you also got Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. So this really fresh energy, but I do want to kind of allay your fears. If you're struggling with someone right now, I want you to know that it will work out fine. You will reconcile your differences with this person, or if you're going through like a court case or a divorce or something like that where it involves a third party making a decision, I do think like it's going to resolve in your favor. I do feel like you're going to be happy with the outcome, or think that the outcome is fair. Okay, and from our lovely new Enchanted Blossoms deck, we have Hope. And that is the hawthorn flower, and the dragon is based on the black-veined white butterfly. So I think that's lovely as well. Again, hope for those of you that are going through a tough time. Hope for those of you that are struggling with another person and want to, you know, end this dispute or conflict. Hope for you that want things to change, or who want to have new opportunities coming their way at a time when there possibly hasn't been much of that, or much hope for the future. So really lovely message there of hope. You seem to have a few kind of white and light blue colours coming through, so those could be important colours for you around these times, or colours that you want to wear to kind of bring in that gentle, balanced, fresh energy. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So definitely this encouragement to try something new, something that you haven't done before, or something that you just maybe haven't done for a while because you got put off it because things didn't turn out well the first time. Blue Dragon from the Pleiades prepares you to accept source healing, accept a heart activation, give and receive heart healing. So not only is it blue, this lovely light blue color, but again, I feel like it's all about growing closer to someone and releasing any pain and hurt that you've been holding in your heart space as a result of someone's words or actions. You might even feel upset with yourself for things that you've said or done, but it's about releasing that at this time. So Blue Dragon from the Pleiades is going to help you. I love that I can use these two dragon decks in conjunction now. Okay, hope again. Lovely. Hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So a lot of heart chakra, heart space healing going on. And like I said, I feel like it's not just directed to other people, but it's directed to you as well. You're being asked to be gentler with yourself, kinder to yourself, more loving in the way that you speak to yourself and deal with yourself. I love that you've got two cards that are called hope. I think that's just really gorgeous. I love that there's a center around the heart chakra as well, because it's not just these two cards, but now that I'm looking at it, Lu has his arms crossed around the heart chakra. Freya also has a similar thing going on. So I feel like it's about opening that heart chakra, not feeling like you have to shield it anymore. Rest and rejuvenation, number 19. So definitely getting better sleep, or just being able to breathe more because a certain situation has been dealt with and it's not kind of hanging over your head, keeping you awake at night anymore. So definitely prioritize just the basics, you know, drinking water, getting a little bit of exercise, even if it's just a walk. You know, it doesn't have to be a power walk or anything like that, just a walk in the fresh air. Getting enough sleep, going to bed at a reasonable time, you know, just those basic things can really make a big difference to the way that you think and feel. And then we have Exotica, so the exotic, and that is 2 of arrows, if that means anything to you. This deck doesn't have a guidebook, so you just got to take it all intuitively. But the exotic, again, I feel is about trying something new, doing something that you've never done before, and being open to that. So it looks like a lovely reading so far. I'm going to put your charms on top and see what they can tell us, see if they can give us any fresh perspectives. And I'll also put your dice on top as well after that. But I just want to give you a quick 2-second warning, a quick disclaimer. If you don't like the sound of the charms being shuffled, or if you have the volume turned up really high, you might just want to turn it down while I shuffle them, because they can be a little bit grating if you have the volume turned up high, and I know that not everyone likes the sound. So I always try and remember just to say, hey, if you don't want to hear it, just turn down the volume. So, group 1, what's coming up for you in January? Okay, we've got loads of charms, so much more than I expected actually. We have got the letter R, so that could be important to you, that could be someone's name or surname, it could be a place, it could be a word. We've got Virgo and Aquarius, so 2 zodiac signs popping out there. We've got the Christmas tree, that's a winter symbol for me, obviously January in the northern hemisphere is winter time. We've also got Guardian Angel for wealth. So a Guardian Angel is watching over your finances at this time. And it's funny that that landed right next to the Ace of Pentacles card, which is all about improving things on a material level. We have got the Starfish there, so healing definitely happening around this time for you. A couple of stars as well. We've got one there, one there. Is there any more? No, so 2 stars, and stars for me are about hope as well, faith, optimism, healing as well. That's kind of why I associate starfish with healing, because they have that star shape. We've got the chilies, so passion, excitement, intimacy for some of you as well. I've just noticed another star, and this is this cute little winking star saying, go for it, you know, give something a try, don't hold yourself back. We've got a big key there, so unlocking something, unblocking energy, finding solutions, finding common ground. We've got the word love as well. Following in someone's footsteps as well, so trying to emulate another person, trying to do what someone else did to reach success. You can see a worry doll, so some of you have been worried that things won't work out in the right possible way. But I can see a love heart up there. There's definitely a lot of love surrounding you in the month of January, but there are your own fears and worries, because we've got the bat, and that for me is about shadow self issues, fear and worry, and the shark as well, which is just about fear in general. So there is something that you're afraid about or scared about in January. I think it's more about worry, really, rather than fear. Like the fact that you're worried that things will turn out in a certain way is causing you to feel a little bit afraid, a little bit trepidatious. We have this little coin charm there, which is about Great Britain, the UK, my home country, so that could be tied in with your month. You know, you might not live there, but you might be dealing with someone from the UK, or you might want to go and live there or want to travel there or something like that. You've also got perfume, so that indicates being attracted to someone or someone feeling attracted to you. And I can also see the attachment charm, so there does seem to be a special someone that you're growing closer to in January. And what I think is important about that is because we've got this charm here, love hanging by a thread, and that always makes me feel like a relationship is kind of coming apart or things aren't working out well in a relationship. So this could be just what you need. And because that landed on this Ma'at card, I really feel like some of you are struggling with a particular person or group of people. And we've got the upright horseshoe, so things working out well there for you. That's a good luck symbol. Pearl of wisdom, learning something important in this month, taking something valuable, and just taking things step by step as well. Because the spoon, when I get the spoon, I think of just, you know, bit by bit, slowly, not changing everything at once. But that steering wheel really does tell me that there is change coming for you. Things are going to start turning around. Then we've got the measuring tape. So that's saying that things will measure up to your expectations. And by that I mean, keep those expectations positive. Don't always focus on the worst case scenario or focus on what you don't want to happen, because then you'll get more of what you're focusing on. So if you're panicked and thinking, well, this is going to happen, or this could happen, or I would hate for this to happen, then that's where your mind is, that's where your energy is. It's better if you focus on things working out well, or what you would like to happen, or I really hope that this happens, you know, just to keep those positive thoughts in your energy. We've got the crown there that's saying that you need to make important decisions. Don't let anyone else push you or bully you or manipulate you or make you try and feel guilty about decisions that you make for yourself. It's important that you make those decisions for you. And these circumstances are already working out for you. You're just going to see the effects of that in January. You're going to see the resolution, whereas things have already been going on behind the scenes for you, working things out for you already, and you're just not aware of it at this moment. Can also see the little seahorse there, so that's about a 50-50 partner, someone who's prepared to give you an equal relationship. So I really think it's nice. A lot of you do have this really kind, caring person who wants to come in and be a part of your life, and this could be like a good friend who has feelings for you and you're just not aware of that, or it could be someone that you are already going out with or in a relationship with, and they're just going to be there supporting you for this time. Could be a completely new person, but I feel like for a lot of you it's someone who already has a lot of care for you. It's someone who's already investing a lot of their energy in you. So I would look around your friends and ask yourself if any of them could maybe have a bit of a crush on you or deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Then we've got the 2019 charm, and because it's the mortarboard, I think that some of you are really focused on education in this year in general, but also in this month in particular. But because of 2019 popping out, issues from that year might be affecting this month, or you might see someone that you haven't seen since 2019 or spoken to since that time. Then we've got the toxic person or situation charm. So this may be the person you're dealing with who you're having a conflict with, but like I said, I feel like it's going to be resolved. And then the last charm that we have is this lotus flower. Now, of course, you do have the lotus flower here, but this lotus flower is the symbol of the goddess Kuan Yin. So I'm just going to pull you a Kuan Yin Oracle card. Let me just open the box. Because I want to see what message she has for you, because when I get that charm popping out in a reading, that just makes me think, well, she wants to say something to this group. So let's see what she wants to say. Okay, so we've got Ivory Swan Goddess, number 15. And you did have a number 15 earlier in your reading. It's this one, about something lovely growing in your month ahead. So let's see what this card is about. So the Ivory Swan Goddess speaks of spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your soul light never fades, beloved. Release guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not good enough in any way, so that you may realize your beauty, be more of yourself, and shine your divine essence into the world. So this is about caring for yourself more. You know, it's about releasing any doubts, fears, or guilt, releasing any negative judgments towards yourself that may hold you back from realizing your true potential, or which may force you to apologize for things that you haven't done wrong, or apologize for things which are unfair to you, you know. So really maintaining that strong self-love is important for you. And let's get your dice on top, group 1, just to finish off your reading. Looks like a really lovely month ahead. Okay, so we're using number 2. Those are the original dice. They look like this. And let's see how many we're going to roll for you. 3. Okay, so group 1, January. Okay, so we've got the lightning strike. So something really shocks you, something really surprises you in this month. And because it's landed here, I'm wondering if it is you didn't expect this issue to work out as positively as it ends up working out. So that's a nice message. I think you're really surprised in this month. You've also got the scarab beetle, a symbol of diligence, hard work, perseverance, just, you know, gently, quietly getting on with your own things. And also the sheep. So some of you might be born in the year of the sheep or the goat. Also, when I see the sheep, I think about someone who just kind of follows things without really thinking. So make sure that you are truly making choices for yourself, and that you're not just choosing what other people would want you to do, or what other people have told you is the right thing to do in this situation, because that came up earlier in your reading as well, being independent, making decisions that are right for you rather than right for someone else, you know? So I really hope you enjoyed this reading, group 1. Please let me know in the comments how it resonated, what you thought of the reading. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like, turn on that notification bell to get notifications of when I release new videos. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really loving watching this family grow, and I'm really excited to hit 12k as well. 12k subscribers would be lovely. And if you want to get involved with anything that I do on the channel, want to show your support a bit more, then I have lots of links in the description box to help you do that. So you can follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that, if that interests you. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you'd like to get access to exclusive content and get to know me a little bit better. You also get monthly rewards over there. You can book an angel healing session on my Etsy page, or a Wheel of Wisdom spin if you have some questions. And also you can donate to the channel, you know, like my lovely anonymous donator today. We've got this lovely new deck because of that. I have a Amazon wishlist for new tarot and oracle decks. If you want to be kind and generous, you can check that out. I also have a PayPal link for those who want to leave a tip or a small donation for these videos, or, you know, if you've been a client of mine in the past. Thank you to everyone who does donate. It really is lovely that you just continue to be so generous and so kind, and that you just enjoy what I post here, because I enjoy making this content for you as well, and I love talking to you guys and getting to know you a bit better. So thank you to all of you who have shown your support for the channel. Thank you for spending your time with me here today, and I hope you have a lovely start to your new year, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hi there, group 2. If you chose the Little Father Christmas Gnome and the Fairy Lights Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. So I have plenty of oracle cards to add to your reading when we've done the tarot, and then I will be putting charms and dice on top as always. So let's see what's coming up for you in January. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Wands, then 7 of Wands, Justice, and 7 of Swords. So interesting that you've got 2 Wands and then 2 Sevens. So I am seeing Libra energy coming out for this pile. I feel like January is going to bring new opportunities, possibly in the realm of travel, I think, because I often associate the 3 of Wands with travel, and then obviously this card has a boat on it, so it has this sense of movement, this sense of opening up, broadening horizons. I think a lot of you are expanding your business credentials as well at this time, possibly looking for new jobs in business or trying to become self-employed, because that's strongly associated with the 3 of Wands as well. And so I feel like you're going to be doing a lot in January. It feels like you're taking on a lot of work, you're determined to work things out, you know, you feel capable of this. I feel like things are going to work out well for you as well, because you've got that lovely Justice card. The only thing I would say to be aware of with the 7 of Swords is possibly if someone offers to help, or if someone says, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll get that done by this date, they may not end up doing that. So try not to put all your eggs in one basket with asking people for help, or, you know, asking people to do something for you to get something done quicker. And I feel like just don't get too upset if someone isn't able to deliver something that they promised, or isn't able to get something done by a certain date. That's what I feel like this 7 of Swords is talking about, that someone will say, oh, don't go to that person, I can do that for you, and then it ends up not getting done quickly enough for you, or, you know, maybe not to the standard that you wanted. Let's see what the other cards can tell us. Okay, so we've got supernatural, number 39, inexplicable, miraculous, otherworldly. So something really unexplained happening to you in January, but it feels positive. You know, it's not like, oh, how scary, this happened to me and I don't know why. It feels like, oh wow, that happened miraculously and it saved the day, or it really happened at a time when I needed it to happen. Tree, number 18, let them go. Interesting. I think some of you are grieving past relationships, or trying to move on from, you know, disappointments in the past. Possibly the 7 of Swords is related to that, you know, saying don't text an ex, or don't get hung up by scrolling through their social media or something like that. But I think as well for a lot of you it's about letting go of expectations, not necessarily people. I think it's important in this month not to expect too much of others. Then we have number 9, Col, Hazel. I will need to look up the guidebook for that, because that's a fairly new deck for me. I also feel from the family tree, not the tree, but I feel like some of you will be doing your family tree in January. You'll be researching your ancestors, trying to learn more about where you came from. Okay, so Col, Hazel. This is associated with water, the moon, bounty and abundance, intuition, wisdom, insight, and knowledge. This is saying your feminine nature, the changing of the moon, the lunar principle of receptivity and mystery are all relevant now. Your female lineages have something to say to you, so female ancestors, as do your spiritual heritages. Take some quiet time to tune in and listen for their nurturing messages. Take your intuition seriously. Find time to sit by a body of water near your home, a lake, the ocean, a river, or a stream. This tree suggests appreciation. Appreciate cycles. What cycle are you in right now? This tree suggests acceptance of where you are right now, as it is impossible to push against a river. It is time to give gratitude for all that you have and to honor the earth. Notice the abundance around you. It is also time for family and family reunions. So that's nice. That seems to be relevant here. Family members that you've been estranged from, or learning more about family members who have passed on, or ancestors, you know, people who died before you were born. Seems like a really inquisitive time for you. It's a time where you're expanding your horizons, learning more. Jizo, support. Okay, so yeah, again, the family thing, trying to find support. And family doesn't have to be the people that you're born into. You know, I believe that you can have a chosen family as well. Those people that are really there for you, who really get you. They're on the same wavelength. So finding more support in January. Good fortune, that's a positive card. Yes. A good time for businesses, I feel. A good time for new endeavors where finance is related, because I feel that as being like a wealthy card, financially, materially abundant card. I will say as well that Jizo in Japan is a god who is associated with stillborn babies and miscarriages, and so there may be someone in your family who's suffered that, or in your friendship circle, and you're going to give them some support in January. Or it may be even you who is seeking support in that sense. You know, we've talked a lot about the feminine experience, the female experience with the Hazel card, so possibly that's what this is related to. If that's the case, I'm very sorry that you've experienced that, because I think it's something that's already happened and you're just looking for more support at this time. If you know someone who's suffered that recently, then I feel like this might be a time to be there for them. Or if it's maybe an anniversary of something like that happening, if someone feels a little bit touchy, it's not because they're hiding something from you, it's because it's something that's very personal. So just, you know, be supportive of people. Then we have air, imagination. So lots of new creative ideas coming to you at this time, I think. Like I said, it feels like a very expansive time for you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius showing up very strongly in this reading, especially Libra for some reason. Let's get you some more cards. Ooh, you have two of these cards. So you have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So being there for others, really, you know, humanity, benevolence, doing things that are selfless, and having faith that things will work out and that people are good. And Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Wow. Yeah, definitely this is a time that you're being called on to be there for someone that you care about. Even if they can't talk to you about what's happened, you know, I've given one possible reason, but that might not be their reason. Just be there for someone and don't demand explanation. You know, sometimes people just can't find the right words to express what they're going through. Then we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Interesting, maybe that's about connecting the dots for yourself. Maybe it's about working towards long-term goals. Being there for someone that you haven't seen a lot recently, but you know that they've been a long-term friend for you. Then from our lovely new deck, we've got Protection, gorgeous card, and that is the eucalyptus plant and the monarch butterfly that the dragon is based upon. So protection, it really honestly feels like someone needs your support in this month, and you're just going to be there for them. You're going to be the shoulder they can cry on, or the person they can talk to when they don't feel like they can tell anyone else. You're this protective, loving, caring force, and I think it's miraculous that you are that person and that you have that lovely, just, caring energy. People feel they can trust you. So then we have White Tara, sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. And that word sensitivity is interesting because it came up in this card as well. Honor your sensitivity. So don't feel like you have to put yourself in harsh environments. If you know that a certain place or a person is very triggering for you, or you don't like to be around lots of people, or you don't like loud noises, or you know, this particular washing powder hurts your skin or something like that, take steps to avoid those situations. And I feel like as well, you're becoming especially protective of someone who is sensitive at this time. And then we have Mother Mary, expect a miracle. And of course, we were talking earlier about something miraculous happening, something which is unexplained, something that is very fortunate happening to you. And this says, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So I love that card. And then of course we've got this word faith again here. So I love that this is all interconnecting, like the words you know, popping up time and again, because I love that when that happens. It really seems to just bring a reading together. You've got a lot of greens and blues coming through in this reading, so those could be power colors for you, or colors that you want to wear at this time, because greens and blues are very healing and very calming as well. Wow, then you have 2 dragon cards as well. See what they have to say. So number 1 is Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. So, you know, we've got the heart chakra coming out quite strongly in this reading. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. So a lot of love being spread and shared in January, being there for people, and those people in turn being there to support you. And then we have Water Dragon with the blue and green coming out. Helps you flow easily around obstacles. Christ light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities. Go with the flow. And that Hazel card was telling you really to be in touch with your intuition and not to ignore it. So I like that that's coming together there, telling you that your intuition is really strong at this time and is giving you really important messages that you shouldn't ignore. So let's see what else is coming up for you in January. I'll just get a couple more cards and then we'll do your charms and dice. Contract. Wow, and look how similar that image is to this one. I love it when this happens. Wow. Yeah, so karmic contracts possibly. Maybe in a past life you agreed to be there for a certain person when they go through a difficulty in this lifetime, or maybe one of these people is a soulmate for you, you know, and you're going to help them through this difficult time. Maybe you've just always promised to be there for someone or to take care of someone, or you've said you can always talk to me and you meant it, and you know they're going to turn to you in this month. I feel as though some of you as well will be signing contracts in January. So that could be travel insurance, for example, new job, business, home insurance, things like that. And your last card is Хорошего плавания. So like, have a good swim, have a good journey. And this is 1 of crosses, if that means anything to you. This deck has no guidebook, so you have to take everything intuitively. But what I like is the gentleness of this card. It's like saying you're just going to glide through this time, you're going to make the most of your experience. It's very clockwork, so I don't think there's an awful lot of obstacles here. And I just want to bring you back to this, where it says helps you flow easily around obstacles. And of course, this is also an underwater card, like this one. So this sense of being able to maneuver around obstacles rather than having to run into them. So I like that. I think January is going to be a good month for you. So let's get your charms on top now, group 2. And if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have the volume turned up high, you might just want to turn it down a little bit while I shuffle them, because I know that not everyone likes the sound and sometimes it can be a bit loud. So group 2, life in January, what's going to happen? Okay, so we've got the letter E and the letter V. So those could be important letters to you. They could be the name of someone, they could be a place, they could just be a word that comes to you. Inner child healing is necessary for someone in January. We've got that charm about inner child healing. We've also got this charm of faith and protection, the hand of Fatima. So that's definitely a theme here, is that someone is dealing with issues from their past, or someone has been affected recently and it's kind of triggered memories from their past that they're unhappy with, or made them realize that they didn't have the childhood they maybe should have had. We've got another hand of Fatima, so that's definitely a strong message, is protection and having faith. We also have hope, seeing things clearly as well. You're going to see the truth of a situation at this time, or you're going to really see deeply into someone's soul at this time, because the mask is coming off. You know, we've got this card here where someone is blindfolded, but that mask is going to come away and you're going to see who that person really is. So really listen to your gut feelings at this time, listen to that inner voice of wisdom, and, you know, help someone to process something, because we've got this charm here where the witch is processing something. And I think it's also connected to this card where it was asking you, what cycle are you in right now? What process are you in at this moment? What's going to come at the end of that process? And where will you move on to next? Those are the questions that you're asking yourself. You're determined as well to learn from past mistakes. In this month, you're just trying not to think too much about the past. You're trying to move forward, trying not to get overwhelmed, because someone really is overwhelmed in this month and you're just going to do what you can for that person. Yoga and meditation will really help you at this time. Partly, I think, to de-stress and take away any really charged high energies that you might have got from other people, or from the excitement of travel or a new job or something like that. But I think as well it's about powering down, and it's about making sure that you breathe out the energies that other people have kind of placed on you because you've spent time with them. So breathing out those energies as well. The number 6 or the 6th house could be important at this time. So it could be talking about the 6th of January, for example, or the 16th or the 26th. It could be talking about the 6th day of the month. Not the 6th day of the month, the 6th day of the week, sorry, or the 6th house being important at this time. 6 of Wands charm as well, so that repetition of 6. I've just noticed that that card is a 6 as well. Beautiful. Yeah, the 6 of Wands, victory, good news, people thinking highly of you at this time, and you getting rid of negative emotions as well. You don't want to carry those around anymore, so that yoga and meditation charm really may come in handy for you. You're going to achieve a significant goal in January, or you're on track to do that. And then we have this magic bag, which I love this charm. This is just, again, about miracles and blessings and abundance coming your way, so that's definitely a theme as well. So let's get your dice on top. We'll see if they can give us any more information. Okay, so we're rolling the second set of dice. Those are the original dice, and they look like this. And we're rolling 3 of them for you today. And that's funny because group 1, I also rolled the second set of dice, and I also rolled 3 of them. So it's really interesting that you got that same outcome. Wow, so group 1 got this as well. The scarab beetle, diligence, perseverance, hard work, quietly getting on with your own goals and your own work. We've also got the arrow pointing to the rose pink dragon. So I'm wondering if your heart chakra has kind of not been being tended to recently, or if it's had a lot of heaviness around it recently, things that have upset you or hurt you. And so this is a time of bringing that vibration up again in the heart chakra, really healing it, really dealing with issues and blockages that are affecting it. And then again, we've got the bee, which also makes me think of hard work and diligence and really taking pride in the work that you do as well, and wanting it to be done to a high standard. So definitely a lot being taken on in this month, but it seems very positive, and I think as well you're going to get a lot of good feeling in this month and some sort of miracle as well, which I think is lovely. So I'd love it if you guys would come back in January and tell me what the miracle was that happened to you. But yes, do give this video a big thumbs up, like, subscribe, share if you enjoyed this. Those things really help out my channel and get my videos seen by more people. Help me reach 12k, you guys. I'm really looking forward to reaching that big number. Please let me know in the comments as well how this resonated with you. I love reading your comments, and I try to reply to all of you, or at least give you some sort of reaction so that you know that I've read your message. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, or show your support in a different way, then check out the description box, because there are lots of links in there to help you do that. You can go and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you'd like to get access to exclusive content and get to know me a little bit better and get monthly rewards. You can book an angel healing session with me over on Etsy. Or if you'd like to donate to the channel, if you're feeling very generous like my lovely anonymous donor today, then you can check out my Amazon wishlist. I have plenty of tarot and oracle decks on there that you might like to get for the channel, and I also have a PayPal link for tips and small donations to help me keep making these videos. So if you'd like to do that, thank you, that's very kind. Thank you to everyone who already has done that. You're very, very generous, and it's been lovely to have so much support from you guys over the months that I've had this channel. It's nearly a year now, actually, so it's quite incredible. It doesn't feel like that long. But thank you for spending your time with me here today, Group 2. I hope you have a lovely start to your year, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hi there, Group 3. If you chose the little Russian doll and the Oceanic Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. Just put her like that. So let's check out what the cards have to say. I've got plenty of oracle cards, and I will be doing your charms and dice as always. So let's see what's coming up for you in January. Okay, so you've got the Five of Pentacles, abandonment, Six of Wands, success, Page of Pentacles, opportunity, and the High Priest, wisdom. And that's the Hierophant card in traditional tarot. So I'm seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming through here, especially Taurus. That's coming through loud and clear. What I feel is going to happen for you in January is that you change some plans. You know, it feels like you had a clear idea of what you wanted to do, and then you change it to something a lot more successful because a new opportunity or a new idea comes your way. And you just realize that you're doing what's best for you. It's possible that at this time you're doing something out of fear or worry because you're too afraid to change things, or you feel like someone will be upset with you if you made a change. I think as well that possibly you're doing something for someone else or something that someone else suggested rather than what you really want to do. But I see a lot of positive experience in January. There's a lot of feeling of personal fulfillment. There's respect coming your way. There's success, new opportunity. I feel possible improvement in your finances or just career outlook in general. Probable improvement in health as well. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Reason, number 15. Listen to advice, think clearly, intellect. And that's funny because we've got wisdom there as well. So really listening to that inner voice, listening to what you're being told, seeing things from a logical rather than emotional perspective. Then we have number 43, spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. So like I was saying, don't be afraid to make a change or make a choice that feels right for you. This rocket is aiming for the stars, so why shouldn't you? You know, there's the sense that you've been holding yourself back out of fear or out of worry because of what would happen, focusing on the worst case scenario. And here you're being asked to just step outside that box and do something that's right for you for a change. Okay, then we have number 24, Phagos, beach. And I will need to read the guidebook for that deck because that's a pretty new deck for me. So let's see what that card is here to say. Okay, so deities associated with this tree are the great goddess in all her forms, archangels, ascended masters, ancient ancestors, Thoth, and Merlin. So this is all about ancient knowledge and teachings, generations, books, texts and scrolls, guidance from the past, wisdom, which we've already heard about, ancestors and lineages. So when you receive this card, you're being asked to study, do research, or gather information. You might be drawn particularly to ancient information and seek ancient guidance from the past. You might seek lost wisdom or guidance and information from your elders. Perhaps you feel drawn to research your own lineages or travel to distant lands and sacred sites or countries that were home to your ancestors. You may feel drawn to write your own book to share such knowledge. So this is interesting. It's all about visiting new places, trying new things, learning new things, expanding your mind, which is really what I think is going on in this month as well. Because when I saw the Hierophant card, the High Priest there, I was wondering if there was going to be something coming out about changing your beliefs or expanding your horizons spiritually, because that's often what that's about, is kind of understanding what feels right for you and what your belief system is. Positive future. Oh, that's a beautiful card to get. I see that you've definitely got like a greeny turquoisey colour scheme going on here. There's a lot of greeny turquoisey cards. So that may be a kind of an auspicious colour for you in January, something you might want to wear. Or you might want to carry around some turquoise crystal. Then you have Jizo, support. Okay, so turning to others for support, but not to tell you what to do. I think that's the clear message that I'm getting here, is that sometimes you're so afraid of offending others or not being seen to take their advice on board that you just do everything they tell you. And I feel like this is more about gaining independence and figuring out for yourself, what do I believe? You know, what do I think is right? What do I want to do with my life? You know, I feel like you're being asked to take on board other people's opinions and have the support of others, but not have other people say, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do that. I think that this is a better choice for you, you know? At least that's how I see it from these cards. Fire, passion, wow. Really doing what makes you excited, what gives you that thrill and that makes you interested. I think that's a lovely card to get. So following your passions, finding out what makes you interested and what makes your heart sing like that. Maybe trying out some new hobbies, some new skills, maybe traveling and finding somewhere new. Some of you looking to change careers. Oh my goodness, you guys. Passion. So we got this card called Fire, Passion, and then another card called Passion immediately. And this is the flower, I'm going to say this wrong, Bougainvillea. And the dragon is based upon the butterfly Octavius Swordtail. What a beautiful card. Passion, definitely following those passions. And that's from my lovely new deck that I'm so pleased to have. So ask yourself right now, what am I interested in? What do I want to do in January? You know, what new things do I want to try, or what old hobbies do I want to revive? Is there anywhere I want to go? Kuan Yin, care and compassion, and that word passion is kind of in compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. And I think that's connected to the support card here. I think you're going to help someone else with making some decisions as well. In this month, you're going to give someone the benefit of your experience, the wisdom of your years or your specific expertise. You know, maybe someone wants to move somewhere that you've lived in the past, or they want some recommendations of like a plumber or a moving company or something, or maybe someone just wants to hear you talk about your relationship experience to help them see things in perspective. And I ended up pulling a card from the Kuan Yin Oracle for another group as well, because one of her charms fell out. So she seems to be quite powerful around this time. Then we have Aphrodite, inner goddess, for you. Wow. And this was connected to the goddess in all her forms. So again, this lovely repeated message. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So again, feeling comfortable in your own skin, exploring your own passions, feeling happy in yourself. Some of you possibly trying to lose weight, but I think this is more about like just being happy with yourself. If you want to change your hair, then change your hair. If you want to change your clothes or tone up or lose some weight, then fine, but only do it for you, not for anyone else. This is about feeling happy within yourself. Oh, we've got 2 Moonology cards here. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So again, this energy of helping someone out. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. And that's interesting because this said something about doing what is right for everyone involved. And, you know, these people are all holding hands. It feels like a very harmonious time. Group 3, which is lovely because often when I'm doing these readings, it's like, ooh, there's some issues here that I'm going to have to talk about. But this feels more like a happy time where things start smoothing out for you and actually become more exciting as well. I feel like things are growing. It's interesting. There's this positive future card. Really lovely. I must say as well that lilac is also taking over alongside the turquoise. So lilac and like a bluey greeny colour seem to be special colours for you now. You've got 2 dragon cards as well. So rose pink dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. So spreading that love to yourself, first of all, and to others as well, because you can't give love to others truly unless you have some love to give. You know, if you are this empty vessel who doesn't like yourself or is feeling really down about your circumstances, then you can't adequately give love and support to others. So I think that's important, is learning that love and charity and happiness all need to start at home for you. And it's funny because actually every reading that I've done in this video has had some connection to the heart chakra. So it seems like the collective are trying to raise the vibration of their heart space at this time, which is lovely because I think it's a time where we really all need to lift each other up and support one another. So I'm very heartened to see that coming out in the cards. And then your other dragon is green gold dragon from Sirius. Brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology and be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. So again, this sense of learning something from a higher source, learning forgotten or lost knowledge, learning something ancient and spiritually interesting. So really examining your belief systems in this month and broadening your horizons spiritually. The garden and the gate, number 30. So that is saying that you need to step out of your comfort zone a little bit if you want to experience more. So it's saying that you're perfectly safe and happy in your current position. You know, there's lots to see and do, but that the only way that you will grow and really have a lot of like a wealth of experience is by stepping outside of that garden gate and going out into the big wide world. So that may mean traveling for you. That may mean doing what you can to make some new friends. That may mean trying some new hobbies, you know, trying to learn a new skill. For some of you, it is learning languages. For some of you, it is even that you're considering moving house, I think. It's about expanding your world and making it that little bit wider. Lovely. Then we have po banano. Okay, so like that just basically means like a banana, or in a banana-like fashion, or according to a banana. And that is 5 of arrows. So if that means anything to you, take that on board. But this deck has no guidebook, so we just have to read this intuitively. And honestly, what I see when I get this card is just do things crazily, you know, do things your own way. Don't bother about looking silly or, you know, seeming childish to other people. Just do what feels right and happy for you. So if that means dancing maniacally to some crazy tune on the radio, then do it. If that means wearing some funny outfit outside that makes you happy, then do that, you know. If that means watching cartoons or colouring in or anything like that that people would think is normally for children or for younger people, just do it if it makes you happy. What I like about this card is that there are these cogs and there's a key there, and there's these springs and nuts and bolts, and it feels like these bananas have broken out of some kind of machine. And I think that's what this is saying to you. It's like, get outside your own house and garden, break out of your routine, break out of this, you know, kind of trapped, confined experience of the same hobbies or the same people or the same places and situations. Try something new in January. So let's get your charms on top, group 3. It looks like a lovely reading for you so far, which I'm really pleased about. And I've just noticed as well, when I was talking about the lilac, the little doll you chose actually has this lilac coat as well. So that's really, really nice. So just my quick disclaimer, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have the volume turned up really high, you might just want to turn it down a little bit while I shuffle them, because they can be a bit loud, and I know that not everyone likes the sound that they make, so that's just my little warning. Also as well, you picked the Oceanic Tarot, and this deck has mermaids on, and I didn't even clock that. So there's another message for you. So group 3, life in January. Okay, so interestingly, you've got the moon, so you might be really in tune with the lunar cycles at this time. This might be saying that your moon sign takes precedence in this month, or that you need to be aware of where the moon is going to be, in which zodiac signs it's going to be, and houses, etc. for you in this month, because that's going to affect you. It's going to be important. When I see the moon, I also think of the feminine, and I think of intuition, I think of lunar deities, etc. So just take on board whatever seems to jump out at you from that part of the reading. So then we've got the lion here, so Leo energy coming through, and I can also see Aquarius. So those energies coming through. There's this interesting revenge charm. It feels like someone has been kind of lashing out because of hurt recently, and now there's going to be this reconciliation in January where you put your arms around that person and you say, look, it's okay. You know, you might not physically put your arms around them, you might not live near them, etc., but you're just going to say, look, it's okay, I understand, I'm not holding that against you. Or maybe you were the person who said things that you wish you could take back, or has behaved in a way where you've been kind of ignoring someone without meaning to, or, you know, whatever it is that you wish you could go back and change. It feels like there is understanding coming your way in January, or that you're going to show that understanding to someone who has behaved hurtfully or neglectfully. I've got this little worry thread there, which I think is related to this situation, and someone has been overwhelmed recently, and that may be contributing to this issue, but we've got this lovely nurturing charm here. So like, you're allowing things to grow. It's this gentle, loving, caring energy which I think is really lovely. You also have this big cartouche of protection, which is saying you're going to be protected for this lifetime and your next lifetime as well. And this downturned horseshoe pointing down as this dragon, this rose pink dragon, flies upwards, I feel like it's saying you're shedding all of that negativity, that heaviness that's been on the heart chakra recently. And I feel like it's for the collective. It feels like the collective is just going to rise up and help their heart chakra at this time, help everyone to raise that heart vibration. You're listening to your intuition, you're hearing that inner voice telling you what to do, it's guiding you, you're following creative urges as well. This may be to do with dancing or singing, like I said, or something that other people might find silly but that you really enjoy. So like I said, do that thing that makes you happy. Got that big love heart there on the passion card, so definitely following your heart in your hobbies, in your friends, in your, traveling, whatever it is that makes you excited, fit it into your life. It's not impossible. Okay, then we've got the seahorse. So that's saying that there is going to be a 50-50 partner coming your way. And when I say 50-50 partner, I mean someone who does their fair share of the mental and emotional load, someone who wants it to be an equal partnership, someone who's willing to give you what you need in exchange for you doing the same thing. So this could be someone that you're already in a relationship with. If you do have a romantic relationship, that's fine. You might find extra support coming from this person in January. If you're looking for someone, they may come into your life at this time. If you are dating someone, things may develop. What I feel is that it's more likely to be someone you already know if you're not currently dating. So I would have a look around your friendship group and wonder, is there a friend that's just always seemed to be always there for me, or always concerned about me, caring, etc.? Could there be deeper feelings there on their side? Just ask yourself that. Of course, lots of people can hide things really well, so you may be surprised in this month. And then incredibly, you've also got Kuan Yin's Lotus. So I'm going to have to pull a Kuan Yin card for you from the Kuan Yin Oracle. Like I said, she's really, really active in this month, it seems. And that's not surprising, really, because she is associated with the heart chakra. She is this goddess of compassion and forgiveness and kindness. And that's been a real theme throughout these readings, is that heart chakra, raising the collective vibration. So Lady Kuan Yin, what do you want to tell group 3? That was quick. So we've got To the Celestial Mountain, number 41. Okay, let's see what that card is all about. Okay, so it says there are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny, the divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and to invoke divine power, to call to the celestial mountain so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally to offer you help is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces to come to your aid and help you manifest your life purpose and destiny. So I feel like this is connected to allowing other people to come in and support you. I don't think it's just from a spiritual perspective, but also you're opening up to your angels, you're opening up to perhaps Kuan Yin. You might want to work with her now that she's coming out for you to help you. Could be Aphrodite, Jizo, dragons, whatever calls out to you, merfolk, for example, elementals. Just open up to receiving that energy, and you can just do it now. Put your hand on your heart chakra and say, I'm open to receiving this energy now. I'm open to receiving help and support from any benevolent source that wishes to give it to me. Or you could name, for example, a deity or angels or anything like that. Just say that you're open to receiving that so that you can really allow that to come in and integrate with your energy. So let's look at your dice as well to finish off this gorgeous reading. Okay, we're using the first set of dice. So those are the fantasy dice. They look like this. And I'm rolling all 9 of them for you today. So plenty of messages coming your way now. Group 3. January. Okay, let's see what we've got. Interesting. Someone's been beating themselves up about something, I can see. There's been a real, oh, I wish I hadn't said that, or I wish I didn't do that, because someone's been navigating a really difficult time. They've been trying to break free from this entrapment that they've been feeling. And January is going to be a time where consciousness shifts, energy shifts, stars align, and things start coming into right alignment for everyone. We've got the Magician here, so this feeling of independence and power, being able to change things and manifest the life that you want. We've also got this gorgeous treasure chest, so lots of positive experiences coming your way, abundance, finding what it is that you need, you know, possibly unexpected positive surprises or good news coming your way in January. There's also this need to start seeing yourself better and giving yourself more love, because we've got this old woman here who clearly feels miserable about herself, and that's in such contrast with this inner goddess card, which is about feeling comfortable in your own skin, being happy, being yourself. So I feel like there's some kind of self-image issues that need to be worked on. Of course, raising the heart chakra vibration will really help with that. We've got earth elementals, little gnomes, coming out to help you at this time as well. So you've got a lot of elemental energy working with you. I also think a lot of the hermit when I get this dice, because of the lantern and the pick. It feels like he's going in to do some deep inner work in the darkness of his psyche, of his subconscious. So this deep sense of figuring out who you are and what you want. Then we've also got a couple more deities coming out for you. So we've got Jupiter, Jove, Zeus, whatever you want to call him, the Greek and Roman king of the gods, the sky god, the god of weather, etc. He's coming out for you here. And we have Neptune or Triton, Poseidon, these kind of water merfolk energies coming out, which is funny because you have got that high priest merman there. So yes, we've got the gods of the sea coming to work with you as well. You might already work with some of these deities that have been pointed out here, but you know, if you are, then that's a lovely little message of we're here for you, we hear you, we help you, we support you. If not, you might want to start working with them. You might feel particularly called to one or two of these deities, but they're all showing up for you here today. So I hope you enjoyed this. Group 3, please do let me know in the comments how this resonated. You know, let me know how you enjoyed the reading, because I'd love to hear from you. Please do like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps my videos get seen by more people. On YouTube, it helps the algorithm. Help me reach 12k, you guys. I'm really excited to do that. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do on the channel, or show your support in a different way, then definitely check out the description box, because I have plenty of links in there to help you do that. So you can go and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can join me over on Patreon and get access to exclusive content if you'd like to do that. And you'll also get monthly rewards and get to know me a little bit better on there. You can book an angel healing session over on my Etsy page, and if you're feeling very generous like my lovely anonymous donor today, then you can actually donate a deck from my tarot and oracle wish list over on Amazon if that's something that you'd like to do. And I have a PayPal link as well for small donations and tips to help me keep making these videos. So thank you to everyone that's considering doing that. Thank you so much to those of you that have done that. It's really lovely to have your support and your kindness, and just to know how much you care about the videos that I make, because I love making these videos for you, and I love getting to know you guys better and hopefully helping you through these tough times as well. So thank you so much for sharing your energy and your time with me here today, Group 3. I hope you have a wonderful start to your new year, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.